2 weeks left on this patch. Okay, so chat, this is the real quick banner review speed run for week 4 of version 6.8. Mostly, the only thing that's changed is Focus B. Outfit supply is over. Event supply, the ADV stuff is over. So just Aladdin and Astra and Twirling Glaze. So we went over this stuff last week. It's a good set. The off rates are the stigmata off rates are okay, right? B plus. The weapons are kind of like B minus, C plus. Elf, you have 1 week left. Sele, you have 1 week left, less than a week. Same thing as your last chance for the gear too, if you've been trying to get the pieces. Focus B, Silverwing gear banner. This is already outdated. She's been out for 1 year and 8 months. Released back at the beginning of last year in 5.4. 5.4. Falcon Flare was really nice at the time of release because it was a nice placeholder weapon replacing Crusher 19C for Haxor Bunny, but now we don't use Haxor Bunny, so it doesn't make sense to level one of these up just for Haxor Bunny if you still have Haxor Bunny. The Stigmata has beautiful art. This outfit is actually going to become a playable outfit in the near future. This outfit is also great, but this Stigmata, unfortunately, is no longer used because Hersher of Truth's M piece is actually superior in terms of pure numbers and multipliers. And then, of course, Bronya and XB, we still use this. So top and bottom are your targets if you are a Silverwing haver. And then in general, you can kind of still use these as a placeholder if you're on a new account, but just keep in mind that like there's specific conditionals for each piece, right? You want to make sure you read the descriptions. Weapons, old meta. There's a lot of old meta collectibles in here. Some of it are nice to have if there's a particular character that you're really interested in playing, like let's say Nuada's Grief, right? This is a really old meta weapon at this point. But Fuhua's coming up, and I know there's a lot of Fuhua fans out there, and you know, if you're a Fuhua enthusiast, you want to have at least a copy of Nuada's Grief that you can upgrade to Nuada's Revenge for both Shadow Knight and Hawk of the Fog. You know, Hecate's Gloom, maybe you're a Teresa fan. Iris of the Dreams, I think most starting accounts still have that option box to pull an Iris of the Dreams for free from the starter rewards or something. And then Starlance Prime for Durandal fans. Lost Conviction for Eponias. This is probably one of the more newer weapons in this list. But weapons is kind of like, I would probably say that the weapons would be like a C. Not really that useful for modern accounts, but for collectibles, it's not bad. Stigmata, Shuijing's craftable, so that's probably not high priority. Although it is surprisingly still useful in a low budget context, like F2P low budget, you can use Shuijing on Valkyrie Quicksand. We did a little bit of that back in version 6.6 on the NA free-to-play account. And then Vern for Nyx. We're still waiting for this to show up on Battle Pass, but it's kind of collectibles tier at this point. Murata Himiko! Any Himiko stands? I am a Himiko stand. This is one of my favorite sets for Flame Scion, but if you're not a Flame Scion haver, there's not as much incentive to actually own a copy of this. Flame Scion, funny enough, because of her HP mechanics, doesn't benefit as much from like standard fire DPS sets, but at this point in the release schedule, picking up a Murata Himiko set, it's a little bit late, but you know, maybe if you're missing 1 or 2 pieces, hopefully you get those 1 or 2 pieces on this banner if you're rolling for the Bronya set. And then Bianca Theater, released in 5.5, probably one of the more recent ones on this banner. It's a solid physical DPS set in a lot of cases. I would probably put this at a B minus, close to C tier as well, just because some of the solutions offered in the off rates are a little bit more niche. I think I would only really recommend this banner in particular if you can afford to brute force it. You know, if you've been waiting a long time to finish out the set and you can brute force the banner. Because we are now in the second half of 6.8, at this point I would advise for most players to start saving for the next 2 patches. That's pretty much it. That's the banner review for this week. Easy. Good luck, captains.